Hi guys, welcome in the next episode of Culture Clash. In this episode we're gonna recommend you the TV show Sense8 and also TV show called Falcon and Winter Soldier.
What is that Falcon TV show that you've talked about?
What is that Falcon TV show?
Yeah.
Oh boy, you have so much to learn. In the first episode of Culture Clash, I was recommending you WandaVision, which was the first Marvel series made by Disney+, made for the streaming platform. And recently there was a premiere of the new TV show called Falcon and Winter Soldier.
15 seconds to drop! So what's our plan? Great.
And again, if you are not a big Marvel fans and you don't know all the movies,
Like me?
yeah, then this TV show will be a bit confusing. I mean, very confusing, because you just need to know the whole story, the whole 20-something movies to understand what's going on, because these are the characters that appeared in the movies before. They appeared about three, four or five times in the movies. I mean, Falcon and Winter Soldier. And
So I watched Spider-Man and the first Avengers movie. Good that do?
no, you need to watch Captain America, at least Captain America Winter
Okay, it's
Soldier.
okay, I give up.
Captain America Civil War, Avengers, Age of Ultron you should also watch.
I think I will give up.
Also Infinity War and Endgame. I mean, you should watch everything.
No, I think I will give up.
So Falcon and Winter Soldier is set after the events of Avengers Endgame. So after there was this big change when half of the population disappeared, and later they again appeared, but after 5 years. So it's weird because now in the world you have people that disappeared for 5 years, so they are 5 years younger than the people there that stayed. So if you had, for example, a younger brother, now he's older than you.
Okay.
Yeah, like my little brother is now older than me.
Yeah, it's math.
So at the end of Endgame, Captain America is giving the shield to his best friend Falcon, the main character of this TV show, because Captain America is Captain America no more. So he wants Falcon to become a new Captain America. But Falcon, at the beginning of the TV show, thinks that there was only one real Captain America and he cannot take the shield, so he is giving the shield to the museum because he thinks that this is the place this shield should belong right now. But the government thinks that America still needs a new symbol of hope of United States, and that's why they are giving the shield anyway to some soldier who is becoming a new Captain America, which the audience hated at the beginning, that some random guy is suddenly a Captain America, but of course this is the choice of the creators. But the characters in the TV show also hate the fact that some guy suddenly became Captain America. The main enemy in this story is the new organization that was created after this
They called it the blip.
situation when the half of population disappeared. The statement is that they want to go back to that time, because during that time the nations also disappeared as the people, so there was only one nation of people who survived. So they think that it was a better world without like the borders, without the nations. So, but unfortunately they are doing also some terrorist attacks, so they are not so moral in their activities, but they are thinking that they should do some bad things to achieve their goals, to make this happen, their plan. For me, as a Marvel fan, it's amazing the fact that, of course, you knew these characters from the movies, but because they got quite a long time in the TV show, their personality is much better developed than in the movies, because in the movies they had like, I don't know, 20 minutes per movie, for example, to develop the characters. I don't know. So here it's all about them, and I think they are more human than they were before, because it's something that most of the people sometimes prefers to watch.
Can relate to them better.
Yeah, and people prefer to watch, for example, TV shows instead of the movies, because it's more like the book. So the characters are just you better understand them because you have more background, more scenes with them, and so on. Also, the fact that is interesting for me is that it's not a cinema release. So this TV show debuted at the Disney Plus platform. So it means that it can be a little bit more brutal and serious sometimes, not so much for kids. What?
Yeah, it's a bit more edgy.
Yeah, because like in the cinema, it has to be like PG, so they have to sell as many tickets as possible, so they are not going to make this like for 16 years old people or so on. But here they don't have to do it because okay, kids will watch this anyway, and they don't care about the tickets because they are not selling it. Because of this TV show is more dark. So for example, if you liked Winter Soldier movie, Captain America second chapter Winter Soldier, this is the same atmosphere but I think darker. And also what's for me was very impressive, Marvel is moving much like more adult and serious topics, like social topics, because there is a reference, for example, to the situation with George Floyd that happened in United States. I think
police brutality.
This is something that happens quite often now in the culture, because recently I was talking about a show called This Is Us, and also in this show there was reference to this situation. But for me it's very important that Marvel is also moving this kind of issues, because I always considered comic books as something that should move these topics. Because for example, when you had X-Men comic books, it was a story about people being discriminated by their differences, for example. For me, this is something that this kind of stories should also include. So, and it's just fun to watch, you know, a lot of actions, a lot of comedy content, which is very normal for Marvel.
I have been watching Sense8. This is a Netflix TV show that's been created, written and directed by the Wachowski sisters.
We have 7 other selves now. We can access each other's knowledge, language, skills.
I really like the concept of this TV show. Basically, the concept of this TV show is that there is these 8 people in the world, in different cities of the world, and they all have like a connection, like a mental connection, which means that they can feel what the other persons, what the other people are feeling, and think what they are thinking, and experience everything, and also gain access to their skills. So, for example, if one of the characters is in Berlin, and another of the characters, for example, is in Bombay, in India, so they can be at the same time, like, they can, even if the guy is in Berlin, he can also experience what the other characters is feeling in Bombay, and he can also, for example, help her. If the guy from Berlin, he's very good at fighting, he can also like step in and help her with the fighting, like give him his skills, basically. So, you know, this is a very international TV show because the characters are all over the world. You know, there are characters in San Francisco, in Chicago, in Mexico City, in Iceland, London, Mumbai, India, Nigeria, and Seoul. So this concept really leads itself to really stunning cinematography, and that's one of the things that I've really enjoyed the most of this TV show, because you know, there's maybe, for example, some scenes which are shot at the same time in several cities and in several places and with several characters, because they are jumping in from different, from all these places. So it means that there's like a lot of interesting cuts in this TV show. Like, you know, we are talking here and then the conversation keeps on.
Match cut. Maybe.
Yeah, and the conversation keeps going on, for example, in the street, and then in the desert, and there's a lot of continuity, and this gives you the TV show like a lot of a lot of vigor and a lot of tension and a lot of, you know, there's always moving and there's always excitement.
I can feel you. You're not really here, are you? You are no longer just you.
Yeah, definitely really fun. Did I love everything about this TV show? Not really. To be honest, I feel like it's a bit campy. I think this is probably something that is, you know, that they really wanted to do it like that, but it feels sometimes a bit like a soap opera. The dialogue is a bit weird, yeah, a bit like romanticized, and just like, the typical cop that says the kind of like the normal, usual cop things from the movies, and it's a bit like a bit weird for me. That thing, it's not very realistic.
Is this like an artistic choice? Or
I think so.
Okay.
I mean, I think so. For me, it's a choice that I didn't enjoy so much, but because I really enjoyed everything else, the fact that it's a bit campy, as you could say, it's okay because the rest of the things are really interesting. And another thing that I wanted to talk about this TV show is that I think there is obviously the Wachowski sisters, they have come out as trans, and I think this is something that really informs this show because the whole TV show is really, really, really diverse, and they are really aiming at doing, like, this is the most diverse sci-fi TV show or film that you will probably ever see, and I think they are really proud. It feels like they are really proud of this diversity that they show. There's two of the characters. They are lesbians and they are in love with each other, and they are really cool at the same time. Also, one of these lesbians is also a trans woman. There's also a love story between two men. There's obviously, of course, love stories about a woman and a man and all that, but and there's also, of course, people from all the races and from all over the world. So you can't really get, like, because there are so many characters, you can really get like a really scope where you are watching different kinds of stories, like, straight people falling in love, gay people, trans people, and you get watch out their evolution of all these people, and people who are maybe struggling with poverty in sub-Saharan Africa, or people who are experiences the struggles that that of someone who is living in a patriarchal society, a woman that's living in a patriarchal society, for example, in Korea, or in wherever, all the film, or in Mexico, or in or in Berlin, or whatever, you can really experience, like, I think there's very good research, because like you really get a good feeling of like understanding of how some of the pressures that people may have in different contexts. So I think that was also very interesting. So it's like very international and diverse and exciting and beautiful TV show, even if it's a bit campy, to be honest.
Okay guys, thank you for watching this episode. Remember to check our playlist of Culture Clash to watch previous episodes. Also, if you have any thoughts or recommendations, you can write down below in the comment section.
And we will be happy to answer.
Yeah, and see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.